Vlog number 4, Beijing, China. We did a whole lot while we were there in 2 days, but it's not a whole lot to say. When we arrived the first day, it was nighttime, so we left the hotel, went and wandered around. We stumbled upon the night market where they have like all the fried foods with like scorpions and tarantulas and pretty much anything you could possibly imagine fried on a stick. Very interesting. It was like a few blocks long, like just little concession stand after stand after stand. Really interesting, pretty cheap. So we looked around there. No, we did not try anything. Not that adventurous. I don't see the need to really eat a scorpion. And just because it's there doesn't mean you need to eat it. So we did that, and then the next morning we got up super early. We had a tour scheduled for the Ming tombs, so we did that, and also the Great Wall, which the Great Wall is pretty great, but it was packed. We happened to fall on a Chinese holiday while we were in China, the tomb sweeping holiday, so everybody was off work, and there was a lot of tourists and stuff, so it was jam-packed everywhere we went. So we were on the Great Wall the last day of the holiday, but it was still pretty cool to walk around. They only have certain sections of it open for tourists, but you can still see like the wall for miles and miles over the mountains and stuff, so I got some pretty good pictures while we were there. We climbed up to the tallest point, the highest tower. Got some shots from there. With the tours though, the only thing is they like force you to stop at these factories. Which ones did we go to? The silk factory. Oh, the jade factory. They're like tourist traps. Like they literally drive the tour bus to these government-run facilities, they say, and they give you like a little 5-minute spiel on stuff. It's not really a factory. Like you don't see anything being made or anything. It's just like a giant warehouse, a store, and then they make you like go look around and shop, and they try to sell you stuff. And you're like forced into going there, which was interesting. Took up a lot of time on the tours. The tours were like 9-10 hour days, but that's okay. So anyways, that was that day. The next day we got up and we did the tour of the Forbidden City and the Summer Palace, which if you don't really know your history, it's kind of the same thing. The Forbidden City is for winter, and then in the summer the emperor would go to the Summer Palace, which is actually just a giant garden. It's a man-made lake. Apparently the emperor saw some lake in China and he wanted it moved to Beijing, so they made a man-made lake, and it's now called the Summer Palace. Really beautiful. We came at a good time. They have these trees that blossom flowers before the leaves come, and they're all blooming right now, so it's really pretty. They have pink flowers and white flowers on these trees everywhere. So we did that. That's pretty much our day. Doesn't sound like a whole lot that we did in 2 days, but we saw a lot of stuff and we did a lot of walking. So that's pretty much it. The only thing I'm having a hard time remembering because we're now in Hong Kong, because I didn't do a blog when we were Beijing, because you can't access social media sites due to government regulations in China. Like they're not allowed to have Google, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, anything like that. So although I had free Wi-Fi, I just couldn't get on that stuff. So anytime I checked us in somewhere, I had to use data, and I was definitely not going to upload videos on YouTube using my data. But that's pretty much it. Hopefully my blogs coming up will be a little bit better because stuff will be more fresh in my mind.